if the Masters is like Christmas morning, then this has to be Thanksgiving. 5 hours of Spieth, Rory, and Woods right now on ESPN+. What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, always by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting, and it's not close. To say we have a busy day at the brand would be an understatement. In your feed right now, Preakness episode with G. Menez and Michelle Yu. Also today, 2 p.m. Eastern, Twitter Spaces, me and the First Cut team to break down the first round of the PGA Championship. Also, 8 Major League Baseball games today. We have Early Edge in 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern time. What am I telling you? Turn on your notifications. So every single time we come on live, you get notified. You don't miss any of our incredible content, because it usually means you're going to not cash tickets. Let's bring in what we did yesterday before I bring in the stars of the show. And look at this, a little different background here. Or it might be a mistake. I'm not sure which. But you can see we had a pretty good day at the brand. The soccer game was what it was. We hit the BTTS, pushed my play yesterday. The Warriors blowing out the Mavs last night. So kind of an up and down day there. Then Early Edge in 5. Change. I was the only one to hit my prop yesterday as Klay Thompson scored 15. That was a pretty easy cash as well. But as the maestro always says, we can't look forward. Can't look backwards. We must always look forward. Let's bring in the stars of the show. And I got heavy hitters today. My goodness. Look at this. First and foremost, live from Nashville, Tennessee, the penthouse level M squared. Mike McClure. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, team. Beautiful PGA Championship. Already talked about it. It's just a beautiful time. We got day baseball fired up and playoff hockey tonight.
I was going to say that John Daly and Y.E. Yang were combined leading the PGA Championship. As I said that, John Daly makes a bogey or double bogey. He just falls out of the lead. So I can't say that now. But what I can say is that a very special day today for Alabama. Allie, good morning to you.
Good morning. Happy we have a lot of day baseball today, and then we have the Avalanche playing tonight.
All right, yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be talking about that Avalanche here in a moment. And then, of course, Johnny B. John Bowman, good morning, sir.
Yeah, hey, Coach, good to be back on the show. Almost set a personal record with the Orioles at plus 230 last night, but they lost by 1. But what are you going to do? You got to take those shots when you see value.
You got to take the shots. I played them on the run line because that was still a good number. The run line was a good number, so I felt good about that, but I played them because of you. All right, let's get into our storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And we said there's day baseball. We said there's 8 games. That means weather will be a factor. Mikey, you're up first.
Yeah, there's only 2 spots that we care about. One of them this afternoon, one of them tonight. We'll start with this afternoon. Chicago White Sox, Kansas City. This game is going to play like a mid to late summer game, 85 degrees, wind blowing out to center. Air density index very low, all the way down to 56 in this one. That translates to a 30% increase in home run production, 25% increase in overall run scoring environment. Just an absolutely perfect day if you like offense there in Kansas City. And then the second game we have to talk about, this one's a little more common when the wind is blowing out at Wrigley in Chicago. Arizona versus the Cubs here. 40% increase in home run production, 30% in overall run scoring. Winds blowing out, super low air density index. Just a beautiful time to hit baseballs tonight in Chicago.
Oh, and I love how all the games, Mikey, are spread out throughout the day so you can kind of play yours, keep track, and not have to load everything up at one time. We love day baseball. Mikey, thank you very much. Now, when you talk about overs and unders, well, sometimes you got to look at trend, which is a word that Mikey hates, and I know that. Allie, you're up.
Okay, well, I guess not really trends, but I have some over-under records here. So the best teams right now for the over are the Reds, the Braves, and the Guardians. So the Reds, the over is 23-12-1. The Braves, 21-15-2. And then the Guardians, 20-14. And then for the under is really kind of where you get those better numbers. But right now the Tigers, Orioles, and Astros. So the Tigers are at 11-25-2. Orioles 11-25-2, and then Astros 11-25-2, and then I guess the next one up comes up like with the Red Sox at 11-21-5.
All right, I'm glad you're keeping track of that for us because that's going to be a really key stat as we get into June and then get into July when it really gets hot and more runs are scored. Allie, thank you very much. Now, Johnny B, you've been keeping track of this particular storyline for a few weeks now, and it seems to be playing out every single Wednesday. What is it?
Yeah, Coach, I've mentioned before, but we love underdogs on Wednesday, the middle of the week and towards the end of the series. But the underdogs owned Wednesday again. They went 7-7 plus 3.7 units last night, depending on the closing line that you got. For comparison, underdogs are winning at about a 40% rate this season. So it's much lower than last night's total at 50%, obviously. I always talk about underdogs winning in the middle of the week, but it's not always about the quantity. Wednesdays and Thursdays, or towards the end of the series, are also where you see the heaviest underdogs win. So we saw the Mariners pick up a plus 210 win last night against the Blue Jays ace. The Rangers picked up a plus 165 win against the Angels ace. The Nats picked up a plus 160 win against the Marlins ace, and the Royals picked up a plus 140 win against the White Sox ace. So clearly weird things happen on Wednesdays and Thursdays, or towards the end of the series, Sundays as well, when there are plenty of day games and travel games. So this is something that we always have to be aware of. Middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
I don't even bet baseball anymore on Sunday because of what you guys have taught me. The mental, the checking out of players on Sundays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, that's real. Thinking about where you're going, having your bags already in the bus, not at the hotel, all that kind of stuff matters. If you've never traveled and worked in a performance situation, it's very, very hard. These athletes are incredible that they're able to focus while they're on the road. Thank you, Johnny B, very much. Great storylines today. Now, we've got to get to our board. We have a ton of plays across the landscape of sports. But before we do that, we need to hear very quickly from our partners. And we are back. Now, 3 big plays for SportsLine today. If you're not a SportsLine member, what are you doing? Come on. Simulations, analysis, all of my cappers, the 3 you see on the show today. You can read all their stuff there. Get all the picks, way more than what's here on the early edge. So we're going to go to Celtics and Heat. And this is something that Mikey would never do, but we're going to do it here today. We believe that the Celtics have to speed things up if they want to compete with the Heat. The defense is too good. We saw that in the second half of game number 1. So in order to do that, they've got to score. This game sailed way over in game 1. We believe it's going to happen again in game 2. 207.5 is the number. Then let's go to the ice. We're playing all overs today. Lightning Panthers over 6.5. This cashes in 64% of our simulations. Then Blues and the Avalanche over 6.5 in Denver, also hitting in 64% of our simulations. All right, let's get to my cappers. And you know when he's on the show, I love this more than anything. And today we have kind of a different play that I don't think we've ever had on the show before. And leave it to M Squared to deliver it. M Squared, you know the drill, son! Oh, I love Tiger Woods. Under par at the PGA Championship. Playing with Spieth and Rory all day. Whew. Give it to me.
All right, Coach. No day baseball early for me, but we're headed to the ice. NHL. My favorite play here today, Nathan MacKinnon for the Avalanche. Over shots on goals, 4.5, minus 125. Still available on DraftKings right now. We have seen him play 5 playoff games so far this season. He has not had fewer than 6 shots on goal. He's playing a few extra shifts. Makes a lot of sense. He's one of the best players in the NHL. Look for this spot here. He's going to have shots on goal in this game, no matter the game script, really. But if the game is tight and competitive, he's certainly going to have more. If for some reason they're trailing, definitely going to have more late in the game. Love McKinnon over 4.5 shots on goal. And I'm also playing the Colorado Avalanche on the puck line, minus 1.5 plus 105. Yes, they went to overtime in the last game. Should be a more competitive series than what they saw against Nashville. However, I still think they are the best team in the NHL. I love that they get to play here on home ice. I think we see the empty net goal or 2 in this one as this one starts to sail towards that over. Give me the Avalanche here. Love them on the puck line as well.
Yeah, I certainly hope those late 1 or 2 goals come in. Probably won't even need it. I think it's going to be an 8 or 9 goal game. I think the Avalanche really busted out tonight. I love those correlated plays. All right. So I had to think really long and hard about how we were going to stack the show today. And I wanted to really put a focus on somebody that's never got that last spot. So Johnny Bowman, it's not going to be you today, but I have a feeling your pick is going to be fire. You're up.
Yeah, let's do it, Coach. Excited for Allie to get the maestro spot today, but I like Red Sox minus 130 against the Mariners. George Kirby has been very good for the Mariners in his first 2 starts, but he's still a rookie making his first career start at Fenway Park. And it's against a Red Sox team that it suddenly started to hit. The Red Sox bullpen is also completely rested after the Nick Pivetta complete game yesterday. The Mariners are just 6-15 in their last 21 games, and they're 8-14 on the road this season. Rich Hill has also pitched really well lately, only allowing 2 earned runs in his last 19 innings pitched. The Mariners are also much worse against lefties on the season, and they were just dominated most recently by lefty Yusei Kikuchi. So I like the Red Sox to stay hot at home.
I do too. They looked really, really good last night. And it seems like they're playing with a lot of emotion too, which in Boston, that can really feed with the crowd and everything. So I love this play and the momentum. And they really stopped the momentum that the Houston Astros had because of that series this week. By the way, our man Tony Matola says, I'm going to follow M squared again. We have learned during our time that's probably the smart thing to do, Tony. That is probably the smart thing to do. All right, I'm up next. Today we're going to cast with the coach in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. We're going to go Padres, Phillies. We're taking the Phillies minus 112. Love this number. And normally when you see the name Yu Darvish, you're like, he's a top-flight pitcher. Yes, maybe at home, but on the road and not so much. How about these numbers for Darvish this year on the road? 19 innings pitched, 17 runs. His last outing, 5 2/3, 9 hits, count them, 5 earned runs. I love the Phillies at home today with the very small number, minus 112. Now, I told you we're making history on the show today. Alabama has never been in the maestro spot, but she has told me every step of the way, just like Prop Stars always says, she wants all the smoke. So, Allie, for the first time ever in the history of the early edge, you, my dear, are in the final spot. The floor is yours.
Okay, well, totally honored to be in Larry's spot today, but today I'm going to take the Cubs at plus 100. The Diamondbacks have now lost 6 straight, and even though the Cubs just lost yesterday, they still won 4 of their last 5 games. And then Zach Gallen, he's actually been really good so far, but he did just lose to the Cubs in his most recent start. And Marcus Stroman is where I'm a little worried here, just because he is coming back from the COVID protocols, but the Cubs bullpen, I think, is currently 5th in ERA right now. And then you also have the Diamondbacks, who they have the 3rd worst ERA. So I think the Cubs today, their bats should probably be hot. And even if it's not on Gallen, it'll probably be on the bullpen. So I think I'll take the Cubs.
And I think we will take the Cubs too. And you're going to give me the Cubs at plus 100? We'll take that every single time. Thank you very much. By the way, DC Deuces in the chat says, Coach, is that full game or Phillies first 5? It is the Phillies for the full game. I'm not messing with the first 5 today with that. Joe says, Coach is a low-key savage capper. Come on. Facts, I guess. All right, anyway, grab your paper, grab your pencil. There is the you know what? I'm going to AB, show your face. Show your face.
What up?
Put up the recap, please. What are you trying something new, or is this a mistake?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
The way the screen looks? Maybe it's my computer.
I think it's your computer. We haven't changed anything over here.
Does it all look normal to you guys? Oh, maybe I'm the only idiot then. Okay, great. It's like all blue with all kinds of crap on it. Okay, let's start with the 2-piece since you're already here, and I was going to make fun of you, and now I'm making fun of myself. Talk to me about the 2-piece.
Well, Coach, let me say this. Let me quickly put the making fun back on me. Look, this is the worst week that I've ever had on the show, right? So we always talk about, Coach says, educate or entertain. Well, look, here's what we're going to do is that if anybody's ever had just a brutal week in betting, you're not the only one. But I'll tell you this, as Coach always says, the only way through it is to do it. So we're going to go the 2-piece plus 102, Avalanche money line, Celtics plus 8.5. Let's just get a win, try to stack them up. That's what we'll do.
See, there's a reason that we're a team, because most shows, most brands, they'll either take time off or they'll do 2 shows a week, or they'll, do something on Friday and live through it on Monday. No, we put ourselves on the line every single day. We have not missed one day since December of 2020, since this show started. Never missed a day. Thank you, AB.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Here is the recap. Mikey is on Nathan McKinnon, shots on goal over 4.5. Now, only a few of the sportsbooks will have it. FanDuel, a lot of them, but These are becoming more and more popular. Avalanche on the puck line. Then Allie's on the Cubs. Johnny B's on the Red Sox. I am on the Phillies. Remember, day baseball. My game starts at 105, and then the two-piece Avalanche money line. And the Celtics, a little alternate line, I believe, +8.5. That's a full show. Don't forget, in your feed right now, the Preakness episode with Gene Menez and Michelle Yu. We'll have early edge in 5 today's storylines and best bets for the game 2 of the Celtics and the Heat. And I will be on site the next 2 days at the PGA Championship. So we will have some content from there as well. We grind for you. And damn it, do we love doing this so very much. So with that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, I love them all. Alabama, great in the maestro spot today. M Squared, Johnny B, AB on the 1s and the 2s. I am the coach for every single day. You want to be educated, entertained, valued, included, all of the positive words you can use. We do it right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.